All right, let me know when you're ready.
Just pull it.
You ready? Y'all ready? All right. I'm just really thankful to get out of there with that win because I thought Wake Forest came in here and they played they played very free and very confidently without one of their better players on the floor. Elise Williams wasn't dressed out, but I thought we really we hung tough when we had to hang tough, and we did some things in this game that I was really pleased about. I thought that. I mean, we pressed. We're trying to press more and create some turnovers, and we did. We had 15 steals. That might be a record. I don't know, Liz. You're going to have to look that up. But I thought that part of the game was definitely a game changer for us when we did that in the second half. We're pressing and trapping and turning them over. So kind of gave us some momentum back. But we really struggled to guard them, to slow them down offensively. I thought that number 14, she's just a really, really good shooter. What'd she finish with? A zillion, it felt like. 20 points, 9 of 16. It felt like she hit every shot she took. That's what it felt like. But pleased that we won the game and that we did it on the defense, that we were playing tough defense. They just knocked down some pretty tough shots.
You inserted Inez and Blackshear in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
It seemed like they gave you better defensive presence out there. Inez she's got her hands on a lot of balls out there, and that really set the tone early for you defensively.
Inez she is a Swiss Army knife. She really can play anywhere on the floor, and she's got a very good basketball IQ, but her defensive prowess is really, really good. She's a player that was just really beat up. And so she's had some rest now. And now I think it's important for our veterans to be on the floor at this stretch of the season. But it gave our young ones some really good experience. And so hopefully we'll be able to, get that punch from them off the bench, like Chit Chat, which I thought did a good job tonight. And, bringing in the size of Ari. And now we've added Deasia Thomas to our post mix. And so, we've got the end of the season is tough. Everybody's, trying to drive their team home on a positive note, and we're trying to do the same thing.
Speaking of the veterans, you get big buckets from Kara at the end there, right when you need them. Blake goes cold, the defense steps up there. But just can you just walk through that last few minutes there of where things started shifting after Wake had that lead for a hot second there? Yeah,
we were really just trying to defensively, just trying to make them have to take some tough shots, just really make them take some tough shots. And it was hard because Hines, I thought, did a good job tonight. What did she finish with? Because she was tough to handle there down at the end, 5 for 9. I mean, she was tough to handle. But we were running some stuff that that ball could have gotten in anybody's hands. It could have gotten in Kara's, it could have gotten in Danny's. And they knocked down some shots. And so it was just being able to use the clock a little bit and then make sure we were taking a good solid shot.
Talking about 14, a couple of observations. Number one, it seemed like nobody jumped out in front of her when she went to the basket. When she got around the defender, nobody jumped out. And number two, it seemed like she got that advantage by pushing off with her lead hand a lot.
Well, you sure are detailed in that, Rob. You need to coach basketball. That was but I don't know. I'm not thinking in those terms. I'm thinking in these terms. No, our help defense was not there. It was not available. There was a point in that game where it just was not available. We really struggled. And so I remember calling a timeout and trying to get them back on board. Hey, this is a team. All 5 have to play that basketball. I don't care where it's at. And so we got back on track a little bit, but yeah, we got away from it, and she made us pay for it because she got in there and do the up and under and whatever and scoop it around it and all that kind of stuff, which was, it's tough. So we had to kind of refocus them a little bit.
You spoke about the defensive pressure and kind of what that was able to bring for you all today.
Yeah.
when the momentum isn't going your way, how did that change the game?
Well,
I guess?
it definitely changed the game because we haven't really been doing that all year long like that, and I'm really proud of them for how we jumped on them. Like we've been working on it, and now we got to execute it finally in a game. But we put more time into it, and so it paid off for us today. There's no question we had to do that. We had to get some turnovers. We had to create some easy baskets, and they dug their heels in and did it. So that part of the game I'm really pleased with, the pressing and trapping.
You mentioned Deja gets back in. She played some on Thursday. Are you hoping to increase her minutes in these last few games here?
Yeah. It's just a matter of when we can, it's just at this point in the season, it's hard. So we'll just have to just continue to kind of just play along as it goes. I was hoping we could get a little more out of her tonight, but the game didn't allow me to leave her in there a little bit. It's hard to get those kind of minutes if we can't get a big lead here right now. But hopefully we'll be able to get her in there a little more.
You did a good job to start the game, taking advantage of all your possessions. I think I looked at the stat sheet about halfway through the second quarter. You didn't have any turnovers.
Yeah.
So that's a good sign. But at the second half, they started to, maybe pressure you a little more, and that led to some turnovers. But overall, it seemed like you did a good job, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, I thought we did a really good job taking care of the ball. And so that it's difference making when you're not turning the ball over and they're running the other direction and getting easy baskets. That's difference making. So yeah, I'm pleased with that.
You do have NC State coming up Thursday, which I know will be not a small task to get through, and that Cal Stanford coming up and then Florida State too. Just walk me through what needs to happen these last few games here.
Yeah, we have a really tough haul to finish this conference season out. So NC State, Florida State, but having them at home is a really good thing. And, we want to be able to do our best to in those situations. But, yeah, we got to put the work in to, understand how we got to guard them, their strengths and their weaknesses, in which they don't have any weaknesses. They've got experience. They're good. The post player inside has really come along really well for them. Trigger is a freshman and has really developed into a nice player. But I think Sanaya Rivers is one of the best guards in the country. She's, 6'2", point guard, can rise up at any second and shoot the ball. So we've got to be ready for her. Yeah.
Final question, Rob.
Where is Danny now physically? Do you feel like she's maybe back to 100%, or is she still trying to get there?
I think physically she's fine. It's just a matter of getting her everything back, her confidence, her, just that a little bit of her swagger, but physically she's fine. It's just getting, I think it comes down to a kid's confidence, She'll get it back. I thought she did pretty good tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.